Number 1 of the 7 key elements make a plan. This may seem obvious to some people running any type of offline business, and yet people who decide they want to have an online business to earn some extra money often neglect this extremely important first step. Can you blame them? Most new would-be marketers and online entrepreneurs start out with what seems a simple search of make money. They are then presented with 447 million websites. Can you imagine the confusion? Key 1. That already begins to reign. Key 2. As they click, and Key 3. Click on so many sites. Key 4. What's more? Key 5. With so many. Key 6. Sites all vying for attention of Key 7. The new marketer. They all try to make it sound so easy and simple. At least that's what I found, and I'm sure you've seen the same if you've gone down that route. It makes the old saying ring true that it's a total minefield out there. I don't know if this has happened to you, but usually at this stage many will fall for the hyped-up overpriced get-rich-quick schemes designed purely to extract maximum revenue for the site owner from your wallet. They buy into the promises of overnight success, the pay us your money and do nothing pitch, and then can't understand why nothing is coming their way as promised. If they are lucky they won't fall for it too many more times, but from experience of talking to people we've met online, they usually do until eventually they realize there is no overnight do nothing while making money in your sleep shortcut. That's when most will either leave the internet marketing scene completely, or start to look for serious help. What stage are you at? Wherever people end up looking for help, at some point they begin to discover that there are people on the net earning real incomes, both part-time and full-time incomes. The next move is usually to have a dabble and try to find their way on their own, without listening to the false promises, but wandering around all over the place without focus. If they're lucky, they'll occasionally make a few dollars, always swapping and changing direction to what seems the next big thing, in the hope that this will be it for them. Consider this. If you're driving to your local shops, do you jump in the car and just follow whichever car is in front of you, even if it's heading in a different direction? I know, silly question. Of course you don't. You know exactly where you want to go and you already have a route planned in your mind before you even jump in the car. What's more, I'm sure you also have alternate routes available to you should anything interfere with your normal route. Why? Because you have planned the route, you know where you need to get to, and where you're starting from. You've done the journey before, so the plan is already in your mind. Let's put that into business context. Do you think any of the world's successful businessmen and women just decide to start a new business and then set off, spending money advertising, gearing up to sell one product, then thinking they'll change to another because it looked a better idea one night, 3 weeks later are doing something completely different? Of course you don't, and you're smart enough to know that they would research and plan everything they do. Well, a business on the internet is no different from any other business. I can tell you right now that one of the most important keys that every successful marketer follows is to plan what they are going to do and how they are going to go about it. When you plan a journey that is unfamiliar to you, you would be advised to consult a map, or ask directions of someone who's been there before. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So if you'd like some help in planning how you're going to build your internet income, wouldn't it make sense to ask for directions or follow someone who's been there before? Someone who is already at where you want to arrive. Summing up: Key 1. Make a plan. Get a map from someone who knows the route or follow someone who can lead you where you want to be. Decide where you want to go and make your plan with any help you can get. P.S. Do you remember the saying? If you're failing to plan, you're planning to fail. Don't fail to plan. Suggestion: take a break right now and get some good old-fashioned paper and a pencil, and start jotting some notes and get started on making your plan.